Hello there. So, this is me. Yay! So, I originally recorded this video, and being the tech whiz that I am not, I've put the recording device for the audio was actually a headset that I did not have plugged in, so I lost all the audio for this. So, this is going to be me recording audio over it. So, hopefully, that goes pretty well. But basically, this is me introducing it, and I'm going to be making bacon wrapped asparagus for Mother's Day. Now, my mom is actually in a different continent, not a country over, not a state over, a completely different continent. She decided to go to South Africa for 2 weeks on some fun little trip stuff. So since I can't actually see her in person and everything like that, I decided to make a little video for her, along with a tasty breakfast for myself at 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so this is the asparagus, and I'll say everything that you need for the recipe and a little bit. For the main part, though, I wanted to talk about a little dare to do. So, back when you were kids, you would do the dare. You're like, oh, I dare you to blah, 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 go ring the doorbell and run away and see if the angry old man or angry old woman comes out and starts yelling at you. And so the dare that I was thinking of was asparagus comes in rubber bands at the grocery market. So what it would be a good idea to do is dare one of your friends to go to the grocery market and steal every single rubber band that the asparagus is wrapped in. Yep, see, that's the rubber band that they come in. Now go and dare them to take every single rubber band and then go get a bouncy ball and see how big of a rubber band ball they can make out of all of the rubber bands that they stole. Now, to be honest, I was like, that's super childish because, I mean, come on now. That's just going to be a really minor to major, depending on how big the mess is, inconvenience for whoever wants to buy the asparagus. And it would be pretty funny seeing somebody getting dragged out by a cop, them trying to explain like, oh man, we caught this kid taking rubber bands off of asparagus and harassing the vegetable section. So I was like, oh well, that would be a silly little dare, but it'd be funny if somebody did it. Somebody do it and send me a video of how dumb it is, please. But yep, so basically what you'll need is asparagus, bacon, garlic salt, butter, toothpicks, brown sugar. I use dark brown sugar instead of light brown sugar like the recipe calls for because, I like to live dangerously. And then black pepper as well as soy sauce. So, soy sauce, you could use the Kikkoman is what they specified, but I got the generic soy sauce that's like $2 because, I'm awesome like that and super cheap like that. So, yeah, I'm winning. As Charlie Sheen likes to say, winning by winning. So deal with it. But yep, so what I'm going to do for the first thing is what the toothpicks are for is for you get 3 to 4 spears of asparagus and you put the bacon at the top, stab it through with the toothpick and then wrap it around the whole entire thing. And then also the rest of the ingredients are for a sauce. So the sauce is made out of basically all the other ingredients that isn't bacon and asparagus. But yeah, I was like the original recording I talked about a whole bunch of other crap. So sorry about this. Say sorry all over the place about this, but yeah. And then I will probably cut away to a time lapse here in a couple of seconds. Last time I put audio, this time I probably won't put any song or whatever. So alright, back from the time lapse. I'll probably extend it a little bit longer. It was took me the better part of 10 minutes, and this entire time I was actually watching Wilfred. I don't know if anybody's watched that series, but I watched Wilfred the entire time while I was doing this whole video because, hey, I can multitask like a boss. But yep, so after I got all of them done. So it took a little bit of getting used to for the first couple, but after that, I just knock them out. And there's tons of asparagus left over and a couple of pieces of bacon, but I just try to fit as many as I could onto one pan and make it look super duper tasty looking. Now, sadly enough, people can't just reach through the screen and pick it up and eat it and everything like that, but on the other hand, things that look nice seem to be more pleasing for the internet world. So I tried to make it look as nice as possible. Tried is the main word here. But yeah, so wrapping it around was pretty easy. The only hard part was coming towards the end. And what I found out later on, after I made all the what you call it, I made all this the bacon wrapped asparagus and also baked all of it, is that the tighter it is the better, because a couple of them I didn't wrap so tight because I tried to make it the whole entire length of the asparagus, and those came out to be kind of sloppy and they fell apart a little bit. So this part I will explain the ingredients. So for the ingredients, you need to have half a cup of light brown sugar, which I use dark brown sugar, half a cup of butter, which is one stick, if you did not know from the baking world, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, half a teaspoon, garlic salt, and then a fourth of a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper. Now I add a lot more than just a fourth a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper because I am a pepper fanatic. If there's any pepper that needs to be involved in a dish, I'll usually add twice as much because I just love it so much. And which is bad because every time I add pepper to a dish, on cue, about 5-10 minutes later, I will sneeze. Doesn't matter what I was doing, what I had planned, or anything like that. I will literally sneeze my face off either once or twice, and it can happen at any time after I use the pepper, which is funny because almost every time I forget that happens, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, oh, I feel so good. I feel so great. Then I'll be walking up the stairs and sneeze and feel like I'm about to fall down the stairs and, bust my head open for the second or third time. I've lost track. It's like 3 times now, I think. But yeah. So making the sauce, the instructions are actually pretty laid back, if not lazy. So how the instructions go is preheat the oven to 400 degrees. You want to go ahead and combine the brown sugar, and as it says, I quote, with the remaining ingredients. It doesn't even feel the need to list all the rest of the ingredients. It's like there's only 5 ingredients. There's like, nope, just the remaining ones. And you want to heat it up till it boils in a saucepan, and then pour it all over. And this is my fancy little saucepan. Didn't even know I had, but it's a cute little saucepan. And pour it over the bacon wrapped asparagus and tastes super delicious. So I go ahead and yeah, I'll do another time lapse of me putting it all together. But yeah, I'll go ahead and mix everything in the bowl and see how it came out. Came out pretty well, I gotta say. Time lapse. All right, now that everything has been mixed and boiled, I have now got the finished sauce. It looks pretty gross. It just looks like really black sludge, but it smells amazing. And I took a little taste, and it tastes absolutely amazing. So now I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle it. Ah, this is the wonderful part. Ah, doesn't that look so delicious? Just drizzle it on every single one. A nice light drizzling because there really wasn't that much sauce. Like, if I actually used all of the bacon that I was supposed to use, I'm not sure if there would even be enough for every single bundle, I guess, of bacon wrapped asparagus. But yep, a drizzle on, and as I was making it, I preheated the oven, so the oven was already good and raring to go. So once I go ahead and pop it in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and make an egg, and I never got around to making the toast, but there it is in all its beautiful glory, my bacon wrapped asparagus. Yeah, gotta say, finished product. All right, and there we go. That is the finished product. And hold on, pause for effect as I reveal the glory. And ta-da! Now I added an egg, as I said before. It is a badly made egg, but whatever. And that is the finished product for the bacon wrapped asparagus. It came out nice and crispy. It was really, really good. And I added 2 cuts of mushroom just to look good. I didn't eat them. They're raw mushroom, and I'm pretty sure those mushrooms have been sitting in the fridge for like a few weeks, so they're not good anymore. As well as 4 slices of grape tomatoes for effect as well. Now, this all came out looking good, but I only ate the egg and the asparagus. Didn't even get around to eating the tomatoes, which I love eating tomatoes with salt, just like raw tomato, like you would eat an apple, just with a bunch of salt. But yep, as I said, this video was for my mom, so I hope she really loves it and enjoys it. And I made her a little note, says, "Love you, Mom, and I hope you have an amazing and wonderful Mother's Day. And thank you for watching."